goddamn get it on, will ya? Woo. When I blow up now, everybody's so unusual with it. Shit. But said times in his rhymes, cause his memories, we running through.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over what an M Sport actually looks like, as there's a lot of people commenting, asking me what is the difference between an M Sport, and then commenting on one of my previous videos I did a long time ago, saying to me a lot of you actually have got M Sports because you got the bumpers. So I'm going to explain to you what an actual M Sport is, what it actually comes with from an M Sport from factory, because I think a lot of people are very confused what an actual M Sport is from the factory on a BMW. So let's go over what an actual M Sport is. Okay guys, so as you see here, this is my BMW E60 and this is the 530i fitted with the M52 engine. Now the reason I didn't use my M5 is purely because that's an M car, so it doesn't make no sense to actually use that car, because obviously that's an M Sport car. That's what the M Sport actually comes from, is from the M5s, to make them look similar to the M5. So a lot of people always comment telling me in the US that they love my M5, and this is not an M5, this is just an M Sport 530i. Now you do get these in the US, which is very mistaken. A lot of people think that you don't. You do, but they're very rare. I know 535Xis have them, 535Is and 335Is as well. You can get them in M Sport and things like that, but it's not very common in the 328Is and things, so on and so on. But this is very common here in the UK to have M Sports on most of the cars. On the E60s and the E90s, it's more popular than anything else in the UK. We get M Sport on literally everything, be it a 118D, 120D, but obviously it's not going to be so fully loaded in the interior side, but it is M Sport. So the main differences are the M Sport. So as you'll see here, this has got the M Sport bumper. You'll also notice that it's got the PDC in the front, which is the parking sensors all over the front. You also notice the lower grille vents and everything like that on the M Sport bumper right here, so you'll see all that here as well. And it's designed to look like the M5, which is got the washers for the headlamps here, which this one doesn't have. You'll also notice that this car's sitting on MV2 alloys, which come as standard on the M Sport specs on the E60s as well. Now, as I spoke to you previously about, on the LCI you'll get the Spider alloys, but they're prone to cracking, so I don't like them one bit. But you'll see here, these are the MV2 alloys, and mine are in very good condition with no curbing. There is a lot more difference to the M Sport than just the wheels as well and the bumpers. You've also got the suspension set up. The suspension is set up by the M division, which is who specialises in doing the M cars on the M3 and the M5 as well. They specialise in the suspension on this car also. So you've also got that as well, which is very set up. So it's not just bumpers and wheels and everything else that a lot of people seem to think it is. You'll also notice as you come round the rear of the bumper as well, you'll notice how nice the body styles at the rear. Now when you come down to the rear bumper, you'll see here we've got the diffuser at the rear, which is still very expensive even today to buy that diffuser on its own for the E60 M Sports. And that's the rear diffuser on the rear. That's the difference between the normal SE models and the M Sports. You get the diffuser, which tidies up the whole rear of the car, and as I said, it is made to look like the M5 body kit on inside it, which is called the M kit. But as you also see, it's got rear PDC as well as front on there, and it does make the car look a lot more stylish. Now, as many of you guys remember, I did fit the spoiler to my E60, which is reason for this is because the LCIs from 2007 had these fitted from factory. You didn't have to actually go and fit them, so I fitted this to mine to make it blend in more, because every car I've got, every 60 I see has a spoiler, so it adds to that look of the E60 M Sport. But as you see there isn't really many differences on the E60 M Sport itself. The main differences of the M Sport are the bumpers, the door seals, the steering wheel, and the suspension setup. You know, a lot of people are confused about that. The suspension matters, and if you look here, you'll see one side's higher than on that side, and if you go around here, you should see it's lower to the other side, which you will see here, and it's lower on the driver's side. Now, the reason that one is lower to the other side, as you'll see, which you'll see that's low, if you can see that clearly, that's low, and then this one's higher. As you see here, you'll see that one's a lot higher, And this is purely because we drive on the left hand side of the road and we sit on the right side. When you corner, all the weight is going to get shifted to the right. It's all set up for cornering, so there is a lot of differences having the M Sport, and like I said, it does look a lot better than normal SE models. Now, another thing, like I say, in the US, there's one thing I don't like about you guys' cars is them orange reflectors. That I'm so glad, like the UK, when we don't use that crap. Like I've always said it, I've tell everyone I see to remove them off their car. So knocking anybody, but just I don't get how you guys can drive around with that on your car. That's a big distraction for me. And as I said, if they were fitted, I think everyone would remove them, and everyone in the UK would agree with me. We wouldn't give a crap for the laws or anything. They would be straight removed off the bumper. You want the body to all look the same. But them reflectors make the body look very tacky. You've already got reflectors on the eyebrows that are on all the time, so what's the need for them? I have no idea. But as you see there, guys, there is a lot of difference for the M Sport, and this is why I've just thought I'd do a video on this, because I still keep getting asked a lot of the time, there is no difference, there is no difference. There is a lot of difference between the M Sports, and a lot of people are very confused how the M Sport works. So now you get to see, guys, that, like I said, I've just done this video based on a lot of people keep asking me and asking me and asking me about this video, about what the difference is between an M Sport and a normal one. Well, this is really the difference. Bearing in mind, my one's got the heads-up display, but again, it's nothing. Like I say, it's an optional extra. It's not to say every car ain't got it. Many cars have got it fitted already. You know, it's like many of these M Sports in the UK have TV, DAB, Logic 7 fitted as well. You also get here the M door seals. As you'll see, mine are a bit faded over the years. We're gonna have to look to get a new set of them because they're not very expensive. But as you see here, you also get the M door seals as well as standard on the M Sport kit. You also get, which a lot of people always ask me, this aluminium trim on the M Sport. It's very favourable here and very highly sought after. This is what everybody wants in their E60s, and as you'll see here, we've got it all throughout on the E60 here on the M Sport. You'll see here as well, we've got it going all over everywhere. We've even got it down here as well, and as part of the M Sport spec, you get heated seats, and you get the sport seats as well, which are here. You also get the Lundar Sport, which is electric as well. Now, as you'll see here as well, we've also got the M Sport's steering wheel, which a lot of people seem to think because they've got the steering wheel, they've got an M Sport steering wheel. You know, this has got the badge everywhere to remind you that you've got an M Sport car over a normal car. This is the actual M Sport steering wheel as well, fitted to this car to go alongside the door seals as well. Now, a lot of people are still under the influence that it's just bumpers, but as I'm telling you, it's a lot more than just bumpers, and you're seeing that for yourself now. So another thing that comes on the M Sports, which a lot of people are not aware of, is the headlining. As you'll see here, this is the Alcantara headlining, which is not fitted to all cars as standard. This has got the Alcantara headlining all over, from the front to the rear. It's also on the pillars as well, and you'll see this is going all the way along to the front of the car. This is another difference in a lot of cars that you don't get only on the M Sport models, is the Alcantara headlining. So this is what makes the M Sport as well. You know, many of these E60s on the 535 diesels, 550s come with TV, come with DAB. All in the UK, the DAB will be like your Sirius FM radio, satellite radio, which we get here is classed the DAB, digital audio broadcasting, and we also get the TV tuner. So it's another thing we actually get, the same like the heads-up display. In the US, you guys don't get the TV function, and it's a shame, but again, we get that here. So like I say, it varies from car to car, different on M Sport. But if you do find an option with the fully loaded, you will have everything inside it. But this one isn't the highest spec on the package, let's put it that way. But it's spec'd up enough, do you know? So like I say, this is what you get for an M Sport, and this is how an actual M Sport is. And I've gone over the differences now, so I hope this has cleared up a lot of the issues for a lot of you guys. So there you have it, guys. I've just gone over what an actual M Sport BMW actually looks like. So I hope this clears up a lot of the comments that I keep getting daily regarding on one of my old videos regarding what an M Sport's meant to look like and what an SE looks like, which SE is very popular in the US. It's just a standard edition BMW, and I think purely you guys didn't get many M Sports because of the roads and the potholes in your country. It would just damage all the suspension and just probably destroy it. And also the bumpers, you guys have to have different crash crash bars on your cars and things like that, and everything else, because the laws are completely different to what they are here in the UK and the EU. So this now clears up a lot of the things regarding the M Sport. I hope you guys have actually enjoyed this video, and I hope now I've actually shown you what an M Sport actually really looks like and what is the actual differences of an M Sport. Thank you very much for watching. This BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.